there's a saying in golf that says the fairway that gives them takes is Man United.
Tell me what happened with Mo Salah that I don't know what happened. Maybe the world doesn't know.
Mo Salah's contract, when he was due for renewal, him having to stay and not being able to know where he's going, yet he's banging goals. Yet he's the one also sitting again chasing for a Ballon d'Or, but he's the player that they're not sure about.
So Isak stepping in, it now means that you've got Isak and Ekitike. You've got Salah already on deck. You just brought in Verts. Like this transfer window for Liverpool was a statement.
Now for me, I see Chelsea finishing above Arsenal. And not because I don't think Arsenal...
But that's number one, because Arsenal owns number two.
You think Chelsea's going to win the league?
That Onana gahamba.
No, anyway in the club.
Yabo Onana is probably Gomdala Oloyiwe bamloye barazanga bachampise. You know, like when they
Are you happy with the yellow cards? Yes or no?
If we're getting yellow cards and we're winning, my brother, I don't care.
That's crazy.
I don't care.
Anyway, everyone going to
that's called risky football, eh?
Guys, if the risk takes me out of number 9, do you think I care?
Finally, we check out the newest, freshest footballing show. But it's not just about football, it's also about the banter. It's on a league of its own. Onside the banter league. It's the banter league.
Ladies and gentlemen, guys. Let's take it to VAR.
No, that one was personal.
He can't wait for me to fail these niggas. We're going to sue right after I say Banter League.
Why do you want him?
Because it's going to look awkward all the time.
It's that's what we want.
All right.
So you want me to look awkward?
No, we do it to every guest.
Oh,
They get confused.
The football chats are already inside. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Onside the Banter League. This week, we've got a lot of stuff we need to talk about. Bafana. We're going to talk about Chelsea. We're going to talk about Man United. We're going to talk about Liverpool, the biggest team in the country. We're going to talk about all. We're going to talk about Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns, and their non-winning ways. Remember, this episode is sponsored and brought to you by Betway, where you get way more. Bet responsibly. Winners know when to stop, okay? Guys, about aviator, chill, my brother. 1.25 is the max. When you're looking for 2 odds, turn your money goes.
There's nose.
It's like I know them personally. I didn't know
But yeah, the energy is up in studio, and I'm always not alone. I'm here with my boys, because he's gonna steal your thing.
I don't want to talk to this guy.
Joseph Bukwena, aka Mr. OT, your baby daddy's favorite football analyst. No, you kept it.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the one and only independent variable, your mama's favorite boyfriend and your girlfriend's baby daddy. I am Desley. That's how you do it, George.
Are you guys okay?
He stole my intro.
Like, are you okay?
No.
Oh, baby daddy, your favorite what in?
I'm right, dog. Like, football does this to you, especially when you support Arsenal.
Mama. The baby daddies who watch football like what?
Yes. And then
there's I don't know.
But give him the credit, like copyrights infringement.
Exactly my point.
Give Again, ladies and gentlemen, today we've got a very special guest who is not a stranger to many of you. Abasapota team in Kulu, Orlando Pirates. As you guys know, it's just, you know, if we're sitting here, only 2 teams have a star. You know? Yes.
No. Only 2 teams are stars.
Yeah. No. Only 2 teams are stars and have stars. The other teams just sign stars.
Narabanshi.
Upgraded
abanye bathe bayahamba.
He's got a very short bio. First and foremost, as I know him, as a dear friend in the industry, he's a child of God, number 1. Number 2, he's a husband. Number 3, he's a TV presenter, a radio jock. The one and only, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Melody Miya! Pesguabo. Welcome.
Betu, it's such a privilege to be here, Bafetu. You know, when you sit with people about Tandi Pola, others because it bends Elimali, and others because they really like it.
Yeah.
And others were those people who had nice boots but couldn't get on the field. Yes. So they had to choose. Yes.
Yeah.
So Ankombi, but you know what I mean, you know?
I think that's me and Tez. I think you and George could possibly kick a ball to save
your
lives.
I was wearing Suntec and one. So I'm not one of you guys.
Suntec level we were 120, ne?
Damn.
I remember them 120.
In fact, while you at it, what's the most iconic soccer boots of all time?
Total 9.
Mercs, Makila Vape, Ronaldinho coming out when they did Joga Bonita. My brother, listen, that era was madness. Brazil was chopping everything in the world.
Yeah.
That was the era for me.
Puma winger.
Total 90.
Puma winger.
Total 90 was
All of
dope.
us were. Jomo King.
It wasn't the best boots with the most stories behind it.
Okay. Total 90 had an era, man.
It came after, if I'm not mistaken, after Makila Vapes. Because remember, when they came out, bro, it was just like, yo, they put
Yeah.
Nobody cooks on luash.
Adidas Predators, gents.
Love those. But
Yeah.
iconic.
That big
Echt waar,
90,
though.
Joe. That big 90 on the side of a boot. With the adverts. Remember
Yeah.
the adverts?
Those
Joga
are the days.
bonito.
Yeah, no.
I don't think Adidas has probably gotten to the level where they've made you fall in love with the boots that drastically. I don't think, for me, Nike has just been the predominant brand that says, and remember, I'm talking here from a consumption on the ground. Because voting Adidas, yo, I'm getting Nike, yeah. Figuring jump Deva again. Shama Kola 19 March.
And mostly it's those guys who never knew how to play ball, who would afford the shoes. The right boots. It's the guy who never knew how to play. But Anton Abono George, his boots are like messed up. Can you borrow him your boots? And you know, I was again.
Mara, do you know what's the most iconic soccer shoe?
Which one?
Toughies and one. How many of you guys got 97 goals?
Yeah.
In a break.
To be fair. To be fair. I mean, I was the Pacania guy. My parents hated me.
Damn.
Yeah, they never used they see what I did there.
Eish.
Oh, it just landed.
Eish.
No, it landed goal.
Just look at me like, I want to
No,
celebrate
me
the
it
pun.
landed.
No, it landed. It's fine. It's fine. It sounded pirated.
Okay, since we're on kids. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay.
Well done,
okay.
boy.
Okay, we're
Well
talking
done.
about boots. Which soccer kits do you think is the most iconic? We're talking international as well. Globally.
Iconic.
Yeah. The most
you
iconic
see, the thing
soccer
is-
jersey of all time.
But you gotta put it
Jersey or jersey
to
number?
criteria njam. I guess it's just khuluma ngejezi lintswembe. Every year, every season, there's an era where ngejezi oska khuluma ngalo in that space.
So let's ingest iconic moments. Like if you think of a jersey and its iconic moments, that gives it a bit of weight, doesn't it?
To be fair, if we say the most iconic football jersey, I don't want to say this, but I believe it's Man United.
jersey.
I don't want to
Brother, we are
lie.
recording here.
No.
I don't want to lie to you.
Yes.
I don't want to
It
lie
must
to
sound
you.
like it's too
No,
soon.
no, let's talk. Let's think about it.
Which one?
Let's think about
The
it.
edgy one.
Yeah, the normal, just plain old. That jersey.
No. Are you saying the Brazil jersey when they won the World Cup back to back? That the first and second, for me, that jersey
Is the most iconic.
was iconic. The players in the team, the accolades with it, because I think that's how I associate iconic to a jersey. Because the one jersey is Maria shower. Back Muranjalo. So that jersey
That's
England.
England for you.
England had great jerseys
Yeah.
because white was also a favorable color.
Yep.
But I be trash.
When you guys grew up with DSTV,
When
Inner City,
You're gonna say
Kaizer
Chom.
Chiefs, gold and black. The one that came with the chabupule dots on the top. That's a kid.
Lele
That's a kid.
Pirates.
5-0
Lele
Jomo Cosmos.
Like a Steve
Coca-Cola Cup
Lekoleya.
final.
It's gonna figure like a Chomo, like a Steve Lekoleya, mfana.
Leap.
Lela belingaka lelian.
Tende.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Chiefs had like some amazing jerseys, like the
Yes.
Total ones. Remember when Total was still their sponsor?
I don't know, guys.
Even
It's
Sundowns,
amazing.
Sundowns was sponsored by this.
Remember the
Zig again.
Diadora
Yes,
one?
it is spring. And it was around Romans Cup.
Yes.
The season of Romans Cup.
Yeah.
I think I was like advertiser there.
Yeah, when Hellenic was still in the league.
Yo.
He doesn't even know what
It's a-
Hellenic
He doesn't know what that
I've
is.
heard
He
of
just
that
went.
name. I've heard about it.
Not the Hellenic
you've
in
heard-
Hatfield.
No, it's there. But I've heard of him, but I just wasn't there
But
during
to
that
tell
time.
you, Hellenic was an iconic football club.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wasn't born in
Iconic,
that time.
bro.
Boys, and like you are doing so many like crazy things in football. Obviously you've cemented your name in football. People see you
Yeah.
every time they go to Orlando Stadium. Can you just tell us a bit more about when and your personally? How did you fall in love with football and how did you end up where you are, Manj?
Ntwana, mina ngithi sizokhuluma nonsense.
So
Vele ngibe
Kuluma
serious.
just a
Okay.
little bit of intro. So baz ukuthi sikhuluma nobani and then
Okay,
we
so
move.
I think the long and short, as Ntwana Kulilekasi, I mean, I need to say holistically, sports was what saved my life. I grew up in 2 townships that were very violent. Kwama Ashu KZN, Kalumes, anytime. You come back to Joburg, it was a similar thing. Travel wars, and there was always that challenge. You need to decide a football band. And now the flop is one. ngikhuluma isilungu esimnandi. You understand? And when you're well articulated and able to express yourself in a sentiment that gives an opportunity.
All right.
Please, stay articulate.
All right.
So that was the issue. So you seemed like you were the enemy. I'm fine with me. And I'm staying in Durban at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, Prakot, please make a plan. I don't think this is where I want to be. And to find myself in that, get to Joburg, get to grade 8, Albertine High. I'm fine ngidla phansi. Ngasengena igebengu manje ngizokutshela ukuthi bekwenzakalani from the corner. Ngidla phansi. And I was that quick winger, scrum half, and sports basically as ngigelezile became dog my life. So football became a different notion of finding a voice for the kids that actually are from the township. We're part of crazy projects. We're trying to build artificial fields. So amongst many things, I'm a businessman. So we're trying to build artificial fields through CSI projects throughout South Africa. Because we feel like if Lentwana can get a better landing ground, they'll have a better opportunity.
Yeah.
But every time the guys that are in Tswembu and the Dust have to come and play professional football, they struggle.
Yeah.
So in all, my passion is, gents, it's mostly invested in, I believe sports is truly a vehicle of progression.
Yeah.
And sports just became my life, man. Ngidlale yonke sports. Ngidlale golf, ngidlale rugby, ngenza boxing, ngiyaswima. Actually sporting so
It's a money sports, man. Betway, like, put Zwippy on the app.
Ujabulisa uBetway, ngiyakubona.
Betway, put Zwippy on the app. Like, hear me out. Can I please get can I get this idea? Like,
so who's going to pay for the insurance? Because, you know, even if you won, you didn't win.
to be fair, Mara, this is my idea. Okay, it's my idea.
But yeah, bro, I think from studying sports and having the opportunity to actually work in sports has been God's grace. To work for your favorite club as a kid, God's grace. So I'm blessed, blessed, gents.
So I'm interested. The last time I saw you live in action was the game that last season was Mamelodi Sundowns and Pirates, where Kaizer Chiefs spotted us the stadium, right? And then
we locked the doors.
I don't know why you did that.
Why are you so proud of yourself? You locked it for Sundowns, not for us.
MacG.
So we're at the stadium that day, and I saw you trying to deal with the Sundowns fans. We're trying to sit by the home section, right? So my question now being like, what's the craziest fan experience that you've had in your career when you have to
that one is easy.
Yeah.
There's a day we are in last season. There's a day where we had to deal with people. And I think that's probably amongst the most iconic moments that you'll find as an announcer to deal with until you go back to Ellis Park, where the announcer unfortunately was put in a spot to control the overflow in the stadium when people died. Within my responsibilities, we're playing our brothers from Africa. And then there was that assault that happened. So basically the game is done. These guys, they don't want to lose. So they've lost. The brew on camera, forgetting that we're in a 360 angle of cameras. And he runs and hits our head of security. Bah!
Damn.
Now, now what happens is, when you don't know who's running towards, who's running away, and it becomes the biggest thing. Now, my man, our fans, by the time we get to 90 minutes, they are happy we won. These ones didn't, because North Africans are very much bullish in every form, disrespectful. Comrade, member, in that moment, our fans have landed onto the actual turf.
Damn.
Remember, that's a fine.
Yeah.
Number one.
But secondly, there could be injuries. That means there's a criminal case that could come from this if we move these brews. And now they're going to go back home. This is our first game, first leg out of 2. We're still going to go to them.
Hey?
If we move them, we're not going to land there.
You're not.
We are not going to land. It was a Spulala Strait.
Yep.
And it was going to be a catastrophe. Going back to the TP Mazembe thing, when we played them and they showed us flames. And we had to be in such a state of supporters that we're better than them. And for me, that is iconic, good and bad, because I was able to get the crowd to respect my voice and authority. And we laugh about it on TikTok now, but in that moment, anything could have happened. And to the greatest applause that I've received from colleagues who saw it and like, young man, you did well.
Because you guys articulate, comrades! Amalgamate, guys, amalgamate.
Jason, guys, Jason.
I'm not going to tell me, brother.
Man, oh, that was crazy.
That's crazy business, man. People fall in love with football in many ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot been happening in football right now. So since guys in MacG.
No. Before you go too far,
Thank you,
we know
George.
about Pirates.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the other one?
What do you mean, other?
What's
What other
the
team
other
do you
team,
support?
man?
No, you
Europe.
didn't ask me what other team you support.
Yeah,
well, we are
overseas.
Oh, easily. Real Madrid.
Okay. There's another one.
What's Madrid?
Once you go to the German league, the Indian league.
Top 5.
Keep going.
Listen. AC Roma.
Name the team.
man.
Oh no, we have some.
You're ashamed of your team.
Oh, no, Man United. Oh, you didn't know that one.
No, there we are.
Don't forget, they're the most decorated club in English football. Don't forget
Oh, here we
that.
go with the
Don't
history
forget
chats.
that.
The history chats.
No, I can't remember when you were young, you were cute. So if you're no longer cute, you're still going to use it.
I don't use it now. How does it make
No,
sense
stop
now?
personal, Ntwana Beng Bulls.
Ngiyazi ukuthi isibonelo. Ngiyazi ukuthi isibonelo. Ngiyazi ukuthi isibonelo.
Hide.
It's tough. I know it's tough to be a Man United fan, especially this time around. Like every time we sit here and it seems like, guys, we hate Man United because we're always trolling.
But
these
you're not
teams.
making it easy for us to love you, Man United. That's the problem.
That's facts, George. That's facts.
You know, there's a saying in golf that says the fairway that gives and takes is Man United. You know, there's always that female companion who's always ready to be a great accomplice of the boys.
Hey.
But there comes a time where she needs to step back and allow others to own the throne. I hope you understand me.
I thought you were about to end an SNL somewhere.
All I heard was Man United sucks. That's all I heard, bro.
Well,
Still, you don't know about Steve Compella. I tried to elaborate within
Yeah, no.
parameters.
We need Bonga here because at this point,
Bonga could give you a run
We
for your
need
money,
Bonga
bro.
here.
But okay, now let's talk about the transfer season, boys.
Sure.
Transfer season is just finished on Monday. It was a crazy transfer all across the board, right? So which has been your craziest and most exciting transfer across the board? Doesn't have to be a team that you necessarily support. Which signing would you say has excited you the most? And which one has been like, I don't know about this one?
where's he going with this?
We know where he's going. So that's why he's
going
giving
with
us
this?
the
This has
opportunity.
nothing
Yeah.
to
Because
do
we know
with Liverpool,
eventually
guys.
it's going to lead there.
Yeah.
It's not.
But-
Bro, you don't start with-
Chelsea's signings have excited me because I'm just like
Like
maybe
who?
finally, João Pedro's been playing very well. To be quite honest,
Yeah,
and I'm glad
I'm
that you
very
got rid of
excited for
Jackson.
Jalapa.
Jackson Vaile. Jackson has gone to Bayern Munich. I don't know why you need that guy.
We didn't
But
go.
isn't he
But
back?
guys,
He's
you are
back.
expected
Is he
to
back?
play well.
No, they sent him there. They took a lovely video they posted on TikTok, and they were like, "Yeah,
No, he's lying. Chelsea said come back.
Why?
Chelsea said come back.
Why?
Madueke's gone. The other guy, come back.
But Worker's got cabs for you, Arsenal already.
He didn't want to come back. And then Bayern Munich was like, my guy,
Zai, dog.
we can't fight for you on this one. Go back.
Damn.
Do you know also what you gotta realize with that transfer deal?
Yeah.
Is that so there's gonna be a low case there for him.
This is winding up a post.
Yeah, one post. One post.
Some post.
he looks so nice." I'm like, "Hey."
In the red jersey. But I think Bayern Munich has made some exciting signings already. I mean, Luis Diaz has hit the ground running.
Yeah.
He scored some bangers of goals and creativity.
How did you feel about that?
To be quite honest,
Do you think his time was up at Liverpool?
I don't think his time was up.
Okay.
But the new coach had to build his own team.
Mhm.
You know, at least he knows something about building, unlike Arteta, right? So when he builds, he's very intentional.
No, why? We've spoken about this.
Ibuya, Billy.
No, we've spoken about
He's very
this.
intentional about building.
Yeah.
Sorry, that no shade, but he's very intentional about building. He's got players in mind
Yeah.
that are gonna carry his legacy. Because everyone is like, "Oh, you won the league with Klopp's legacy." And it's like, okay, fair again. I
But
have the
why
money
don't
now.
you guys rate some players? What is it about some players that it just doesn't connect?
For Liverpool
Maybe it's a
specifically.
playing style, right? So maybe it could be the playing style. Maybe when Slot looked at Diaz, it was like, I needed a bit more. Yes, he might be a bit creative on the wing, but I don't think he scores as many goals as I want. Maybe he wants a front three that just bangs goals. Because if
It's not the depth for me is the issue. Diaz was a great player. I think he played a crucial part over the years.
Yeah.
But also the maturity that he leaves with is going to assist. Because if you look at it now, When things are tough, they
strike.
they really walk alone and they don't want to admit it. But so now when things are like that, I mean, they don't even respect Mo Salah at this stage. You don't.
I will respect
What
Mo.
did you guys do to
We
Mane?
extended his contract to him and Van Dijk.
Hey,
Mane is
Mane.
the other
Do you
one.
know
Why are we having the money chat
Darwin
again, guys?
Nunez.
No, we're just
Yeah.
giving you
Nunez is trash.
context
Nunez is trash.
of the failures that your club has been able to kind of show the world and act like it didn't happen.
Okay, well, tell me what happened with Mo Salah that I don't know what happened. Maybe the world doesn't
Mo Salah's
know.
contract, when he was due for renewal,
Yes.
him having to stay and not being able to know where he's going, yet he's banging goals. Yet he's the one also sitting again chasing for a Ballon d'Or. But he's the player that they're not sure about. How
We were
does that
sure.
make
The only thing we're not sure is the money. Because here's the thing.
No,
Most of these players,
bro.
I don't want to hear money from
Money.
Liverpool
No.
ever
Money.
again.
Listen, this is
Governor,
continuous money,
after
guys.
this
It's
transfer
continuous money.
window,
It's continuous
never
money.
again.
We never had money like you guys. We never had
You
oil
just
money like
extended
Man
him
City.
now.
Man City had oil money.
What are you talking about?
Dog, you keep saying money. Like when the coach tells you, I love the player, we'll see what we can do. It's clear.
But you can't be asking us for $650 a week.
No,
Why
but
not?
It's
too much.
That's the boardroom. It's not him alone. The boardroom talks.
Yeah, but then if we don't have the $650, what do we do?
Wait,
You
is it not worth
negotiate.
it? Whoa,
Make a
Prince, is
plan.
it not worth
We
it?
Give him
negotiated
100
and we signed
extra.
the player.
How much is he worth?
Maybe I'd say 500
Who is
a
Salah?
week.
Salah.
Yeah, 500 a week is enough.
Gents, if you
How
guys
much-
had-
how
if
much
you
is
guys
Van
had a
Dijk
Mo
worth then?
Salah,
450, 500, nice, same.
But also, key player also. But Mo Salah's look, you got to look at the role that Mo Salah brings for Liverpool. He's the one player that I would not expect to see go to a Real Madrid easily. He would not overnight wake up and go to Madrid. I would also not see him in the league move.
No, I know. Wait,
Like
who's
Sterling,
talking about? Yeah.
Go over and play for Man U. Like he's one of those icon players that he must leave the English Premiership to go somewhere else.
He has
and that's
leverage.
time.
You know why I think the negotiations took so long?
Yeah.
He was asking for too much money because I think personally he had leverage over the club. Because
He
number
does.
one, he's breaking. He's break-
now.
But we didn't have money. Liverpool didn't have money. FSG has
didn't
been
have
stingy.
money.
Bro, my board has been stingy. Club was crying
Oh,
about
so
money.
it's not about money, you're
stingy.
stingy.
The board.
The board,
Was
yes.
stingy, not they didn't have money.
Remember, like we're saying, that there are a lot of people that are involved in this thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
And Liverpool
we won
just
the
did
league.
not
We
want.
sold players. We've
So
done
you
great
guys don't
business.
respect him.
Listen, we gave him what he wanted. That's the end of story. We
So
gave him what he
No,
wanted.
he had to compromise even when he got it.
No, he wanted to stay. Can I tell you
Actually,
something? He wanted to stay, boy.
Let me make the best example. Have you ever had a girl say, listen,
Hey, boo.
I'm done with you? No, Shama example Bafana doesn't understand that. Shama paralysis. yabo?
Oh, yeah. Today I'm writing down every big word.
Mamela. So you look at it where a girl's like, listen, we're glad he to stand. And you say to her, please, give me a chance. I got a chance. Every single thing you do, a mistake, you'll feel like she's ready to go.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the relationship that Mo Salah's going to have with Liverpool. Every little thing, every little nuggle, every little what, he knows that these guys don't take me seriously. And that's football.
He wants to break
Prince
records.
doesn't take
He
him
wants to break
seriously.
records. That's why he's going to stay in Liverpool, because he's going to break records.
He can
He's
break
going to
records
stay
elsewhere.
in the Premier League because he wants to surpass Abu Rooney, surpass the biggest goal scorer, Abu Alan Shearer. Like he's got the opportunity. He surpassed
Shearer.
Yeah, he surpassed Thierry Henry, dog.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm saying he's a
Henry
guy who
wasn't
knows.
close to Shearer.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Mo Salah can if he stays longer in the Premier League and if he stays fit and he stays consistent and
And his age, bro.
but Ronaldo's old, he still scores.
Yeah,
but
I'm
that's
saying because that's why it's key for him
To stay.
end at a high note
Yeah.
wherever he goes. Because remember, if he goes to Saudi, he's going to be super rich because the Saudi people love him already.
Already,
gonna
yeah.
count.
They just wait and futige batandaza bonke.
Yeah.
So he's over lula yonke lentole.
Yeah. So then now we're talking about a key player that comes into the squad. Like we're talking about key signings that happened. We know it's Arsenal and San Gyökeres. By the way,
No. Before you leave Liverpool,
Let's
Isak.
don't forget Isak.
I was going to talk about him. Salah doesn't have to do much this season. In terms of like making sure he's the golden boot winner. We've got a number 9 who he scores goals. Nunez came unproven.
Yeah.
We thought he was going to be something, and he wasn't. He missed quite a lot
Do
of
you know what I
chances.
admire about Liverpool?
What?
Ew. I'm touching you. You'll say that.
Flowers.
Why would you
What I
say that?
admire about Liverpool is that when it comes time for you guys to take the next step, you do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's Van Dijk, whether it's Ellison. Remember, Van Dijk was expensive. Ellison was expensive at the time.
Yeah.
Isak is expensive now. When you need to
Vito's
take that
expensive.
step, the checkbook doesn't slow
us.
down.
Yeah.
Whereas you have teams, mine included, where when you're
Which
meant
is
to
what
take-
Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah.
They must say to your chest.
I mean, that's not.
What happened this weekend, my boy?
So,
We're still on transfers. I don't want to talk about my bet slip and what happened there.
So Isak stepping in, it now means that you've got Isak and Ekitike.
Yeah.
You've got Salah already on deck. You've just brought in Wirtz. Like this transfer window for Liverpool was
Intentional.
a statement. It's like, no, guys, we were on top last year. We want to stay here. And every time you guys have done that with Bob Van Dijk, Ederson, they've taken that step. And I have to give credit where credit is due.
100%.
Oh,
So now, do you
bad.
think now Man City's time has come to an end? Yes, it's 3 games in. It's 3 games in. So, like, we have to talk about Man City holistically because Man City have been a beast, like how Mamelodi Sundowns have been in their respective leagues. And so, right now, it's not looking good. If they're catching L's through Brighton,
Can I tell you, they're very inconsistent, and that's what makes me be very wary of having this conversation of is their time up or not? Because they'll do a thing where they'll hit 5 goals in one game and then lose 4-2. You know what I'm saying? And then they say 3, and they'll make a draw. Like, they're very inconsistent, and it's like, are we looking at it like, okay, last season, worst season by far, right? Now
they came third.
No, in terms of, there was that streak where they just kept losing.
Losing games back to back.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
And we all had that conversation.
He would know.
Okay. You know what I mean? And then we were there. Everyone asked the same questions like, is their time up? And then they somehow made it to top 3.
Don't you think they're rebuilding? I think it's because he's won with the same team for so long. Your Kevin De Bruyne's are gone, your Gundogan's are gone, your Silvas are gone, your Edison's are gone. Your Foden's, he had a great season when Jack came, great season. Sterling's are gone. Your son is, they're gone. Yeah, I mean, but those people were there.
Can I ask a question? Is it maybe not that Man City's time is done? Is Pep's time done? Because
I think
this
that's
is the
the real
first time.
conversation.
It's the first time we've seen Pep stay this long at a team. It's the first time we've seen him actually do a proper rebuild, like from scratch.
So you got to combine the off-field and on-field. The club's morals and how, as a club, they look at Pep. And I think they've supported him through his divorce. And that's given him an opportunity to say, listen, man, go through what you're going through. You've given us great days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with those great days, they're saying, here's a new team, rebuild. The only difference is don't make us a laughing stock, which is what we wish when you were at Man U and we started seeing woman number 12. You're like, Ahambe, you know?
Yeah.
And they should, but they won't do that with him easily. They know the world of knowledge he has and the abilities he has.
Yeah.
Someone asked me this question during the week. They said, do you think that
Donna
Man
Wolf,
City...
you're a Man City fan.
No, don't know.
He's a Chelsea fan.
This is
Okay,
just
there
a
we
great
go.
shirt. It looks great on me. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, don't be mad.
No,
Don't
we
be
didn't
mad.
say
Don't be
that.
mad.
We
Don't be
didn't
mad.
say
Don't be
that.
mad. But they asked me, they were like, do you think that Man City has not been a future-thinking team?
Yeah.
In the sense that you are not looking at, okay, cool, 2 years, 3 years from now, who have they brought in or who is currently in the squad that is going to replace maybe key players moving forward? And I really didn't know how to answer that question. So I was like, let me bring it here.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Mamouche
Or
is-
are they a future? Have they thought 3 years from now, when certain players leave and certain coaches leave, what can they work with?
The first thing they're living in regret, Cole Palmer. They're living in serious regret about Cole leaving and becoming one of the biggest stars in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But that's why their eyes are open to say, hey, wait, before we rush them, because when you come to us, you look at our young boys that everyone was saying, they're not going to make it. We've sold a few, but we've also kept a few that are now making strides in the team. So I think City do have that pulse. They just were quick to keep the status last season of being the Man City that moves everyone.
Okay.
I think the tough thing about City right now is that this is the first time where you're watching the signings and you're like, I'm not quite sure who these guys are. It doesn't have the same status. It doesn't have the same thing. And then you're watching like a Liverpool bringing Abu Isak, Abu Vetz, Abu Banban. I think it's one of the few times where we've seen a team go pound for pound and even go better than Man City when you go into signings. Where you're looking at Liverpool and you're like, this is an incredible team that they've put together. Whereas the City, I asked this when they were busy signing, who are these guys?
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, you know? So I think that's a very interesting part of this. But the question is, can Liverpool sustain that type of run? Because City doesn't mind. City has gone through a lot of rebuilds.
Yes,
People
yes,
have come in and
very
gone.
true, very true.
Can Liverpool now go on a run similar
Back to
to
back.
City?
I genuinely think they can, but this is the Premier League. Like it's why earlier on in this conversation I was mentioning the great signings that Chelsea has made. Like right now for me, I see Chelsea finishing above Arsenal. And not because I don't think Arsenal...
But that's number one, because Arsenal owns number 2.
You think Chelsea's going to win the league?
That's the only other option.
That's the only other option.
That's what you're not
I
getting.
think he's saying it's a restart. Let's say we start
No,
from
I just wanted
everything
to
we
say
know now.
Arsenal.
Chelsea
No,
number 2, maybe.
Because that
wanted
means we
to say
beat him.
Arsenal.
And he would never say we beat him.
Okay.
I want
would never say
Arsenal number 2 in Tozabo. Yabo? Number 2. Tozabo.
This season,
Like,
like,
I know-
If Chelsea are going to do well, they have to go 1 because they're not going to sit at number 2.
Chelsea's already number 2.
I know you're defending
just
Arsenal,
arrived.
but it still doesn't feel right.
No, Yan sees
We're
about
only
face.
number 2.
Yeah, you guys own it.
Never
man.
been number
Always the
one. Yo,
bridesmaids,
guys.
never
Like
the
back
bride.
to back, year for year.
Community Shield guarantee.
So for Slatan.
Aye, that tray means nothing to me.
But like the signings that they've made, they've really improved. I mean, they just coming.
really
They're
just
just coming from
Jalbert or Jalab.
the back end of club world.
Nah, Bafana,
man, he's hyping us up.
Bafana school me
No,
football.
man.
If football is your next in signing, you have to sign a player you think they're going to be great. Sterling leaves.
Sterling doesn't want to leave.
My
Sterling's
man,
like, nah.
Sterling leaves
Sterling must go
City,
to Al Hilal.
and then he comes to Chelsea. We thought it was going to be a bang. He wasn't.
Yeah, I know. And I wanna.
So,
Sterling's a baddie because he's played for like almost 4 of the big 6. He's a
how
baddie.
you would know about baddies?
Yes, he's a baddie. Started at Liverpool.
Oh,
went to Man
Ditaba,
City, went to Chelsea,
Ditaba,
went to Arsenal. That guy's been everywhere. He's literally a baddie in this
But
industry.
then is that why? Is that maybe in the conversations we have half conversations. We don't speak about systems.
Yeah.
Here's Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Cooking at
Went
Everton.
over to Man City, didn't work out. Comes back to Everton, he's cooking again.
Bro,
On the
You
face
think
of it,
he
on
wasn't,
paper,
he wasn't cooking at City.
I think
I
Pep,
always said he was a great
Pep
winger.
was
straight to this
great
type of
team.
I always said he was a great winger.
No, but he
benched
had
him.
to, dog.
He
He was a
benched him.
model. But whenever he came on, Grealish was that player.
I think there's a difference between Nukba skillful and Nukba mnandi.
Oh.
I think
I wish I was only two in English. If you know,
Hey.
only two. I need to show
No,
difference between someone who's
only
skillful
two.
it's in keep
and
it
delicious.
long sami. There's different connotations to each word.
All right.
So the Mnandi thing that I'm saying is some players are great in teams that don't have systems. They're great when they are the system. Grealish at Aston Villa,
Messi.
he was the guy. Messi, he's the guy, right? So when he goes into a place that has a system, you go, it doesn't work.
it's
Now,
like home affairs.
Ah, that's a good one. That's a
Very
good
good
one.
one. Very good one.
Very online.
Very online it is.
Please go on. Please go on.
Sorry.
but then, like, you find the Mahrez, who we thought maybe was a lot skillful and
Yeah.
all of that, but then he got to
From
Man
Leicester,
City
yeah.
and he fit. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's not just about the team. Like, sometimes we may think Isak is going to bang at Liverpool. He might land at Liverpool and not
And
do well.
flop.
He might.
You get what I mean?
I still say that Gyökeres has a possibility of scoring more goals than him, but it's because
Then
maybe
the second goal scorer in the league last year.
look, man.
Second to your side.
Look, Isak.
No, Salah.
Isak didn't play preseason with us, and he's coming to a great team. He's gonna do absolutely well. I agree with that, but it's gonna take me more 5 games. Let him score his first hat trick. Maybe I'll be like sing at 9.
But guys, it's like going back to Haaland. Haaland was the guy. He was chasing all the records globally, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. And then when his supplier died, and
Kevin,
you
yeah.
saw when KDB was no longer in supply business, he was in trouble. And that's the same thing we got to find. Will he find a supplier that'll be able to always find him in those moments?
Yeah.
Because that's what makes you that kind of player.
Yeah.
That's why I'm scared. Which we might have overpaid for this guy. To be quite honest, and also how this whole Newcastle thing happened. I mean, there was a saga for like the whole month. Isak. On the last day, then Liverpool were gonna
Mara,
do
we
that.
told you. We told you that you wanted to go to
Isak
Liverpool.
left straight.
Can I tell you there are 2 interesting
Oh, wow. Oh,
Sorry.
I wanted to say, yeah.
sorry.
he left for the bag.
Interest two of them regarding Liverpool and possible talks on Rodrigo.
Okay.
How do you guys feel
Going
about the to Liverpool?
Rodrigo.
On top of?
No. We
No,
don't
wait,
need
on
him.
top of?
We don't need
Possible.
him.
Like on loan or something?
Hey, listen, man.
Bro, the transfer
Because
season is over.
remember we had no. These are still talks.
Oh, yo.
For January, because
Yeah.
now it's Chai.
Yes. But there was
Unless he's
people
a
were
free
saying-
agent in the next 6 months.
But it's been talks. There's a chase,
Nah,
alleged
not a-
chase,
Nah.
alleged chase.
He needs to go to Spain, bro. Like Rodrigo must just go to Spain.
Yeah.
He must go to Barca or Real Madrid.
Wait, Rodrigo.
No,
Rodrigo.
Oh, Man City wanted him. He was not even trying to get to us, bro.
Yeah. No, and now there are talks with Liverpool as well.
Would you not accept
I don't
him?
bank on that.
You don't bank on
I
it?
don't bank on that.
Ah.
His style of play is great, but also you got to look at the core foundation of Liverpool age-wise.
Yes.
You got to look at Man U age-wise. You got to look at Man City. And you'll kind of see that they're all saying we're all rebuilding. And just because now we're living in an era of new kids on the block. The star kids, your Palmers are now the actual kids versus back in the day. So I think they're trying to flip out.
Hey, but to be fair, I think Rodrigo would be a great signing for Liverpool.
What on the
right.
on the left?
Because he played on the left just now for Real
Why would he
Madrid.
go on the right?
But check, the reason why is for that specific reason. Remember, we spoke about Rodrigo and we said that he balances out that Real Madrid team.
Front three, yeah.
That they've got two egos or whatever. Then there's a guy. Maybe it could balance out an Isak and a Salah,
But
to
Salah's
have
not
an
a
equally good player, or equal, but a good player on the left hand
Salah
side.
right,
but
Isak front, Ekitike and Gakpo will just exchange that position. That's how I see it. I don't see Rodrigo going there.
But you're talking about two different chemistries as well, because at Real Madrid, we all knew that there was a star, the wonder boy, and then there was the
face.
top.
Say the face again.
I don't want to say that word.
Thank you.
Then there was the best striker allegedly in the world by onside the Penta League allegedly.
What do you mean
Right?
allegedly? Numbers
Who
don't
did
lie.
they say that was?
It was Mbappe.
He was a golden boot winner every regular season.
That's why I
You
said
are a Real Madrid
allegedly.
supporter. You should know this. So why you?
I'm just making sure.
Oh,
Okay,
this
no
one-
assumptions.
this
No
one-
assumptions.
No assumptions.
Very sus,
Right,
this
so there's
one.
a different chemistry level.
No,
now.
but okay.
But
You've
it's
got a star on the right hand side,
yes,
Mohamed
which
Salah.
is Mohamed
Yeah.
Salah.
You've got the second best striker in England.
I wish Salah
in
could
the
come to
middle.
Madrid. Oh, it'll be gorgeous.
Salah
Not you
to
again.
Madrid.
Not you again, brother.
Mina, it's me.
But
I
for that
said
front three, for that front three
I
to
want
make
that for
sense.
Mina.
Who's
For
gonna
fun.
score there? Who's gonna assist?
Who's
Guys,
all of them?
They're all gonna
No, but you
clear.
guys
Do you remember
They're all
Mohamed
gonna
Salah, like-
clear.
But there was BBC at some point.
Remember
There was BBC
Barcelona
at
at
some
one
point.
stage?
Yeah, but BBC, everybody knew Cristiano was the guy.
My man,
Everyone knew
Barcelona at
Benzema
one
and Bale could
stage.
bang those
But
goals.
Bale
You
was
did
coming
not
off the
know who
bench
was
at
going
some
to
point.
score.
That's true.
At one stage at Barcelona, once they come towards your penalty space, like, oh, jeez, now call.
try.
You don't
And
know.
you're just scrambling.
You just like
They were
Salah's
that.
like
You
then-
want that
and then
excitement.
just a young Trivela, just a young one to
I mean,
to Mbappe,
same
and
thing
then he just
with Real Madrid when we brought in Beckham back in the day when Beckham came to join Abu Raul. You must understand we're talking about real
Des
guys.
doesn't know who Raul is.
I'm just looking.
Yeah, Des doesn't know.
But
I was
that-
not
that was the
born.
time.
I was not born.
That's what I'm saying. If he would ever go, but anyway, it's just dreamland.
True. But now,
Dreamland.
in other words of Dreamland, this is the last. This is for you specifically. Harry Kane wants to go back to England after the World Cup.
Yeah.
As Bayern Munich striker back to seal a fantastic Man United move as the transfer clause is triggered.
I would never go there.
I think because of loyalty, the Englishmen have this thing whereby they want to finish at home.
Mm.
And there's business in it. If you watch the David Beckham documentary, you'd understand why it was important for him to not go back and rather go to the USA. And which we see the results now,
Look
many
at
years later.
Cristiano.
Oh, Cristiano to
With
go
Man
back
U.
because his home team was like, listen, as Man U, we want you to come end your career here. And it was supposed to end at Man U. And his son come over. But it couldn't because he didn't know how hostile it was.
yeah.
With
The
Wu-Tang.
gyms.
You know, the kitchen. That man complained as a multi-billionaire.
Billionaire. He has a chef, but
he
it's
says,
like, yo.
this kitchen is nonsense.
My private chef doesn't even cook in a space like
I've got
this.
food at home. I've got food at home. He was just telling them.
I'm at Man United. Yeah, go on, bitch. Like, why are you talking about Man United?
So anyway, to stick to
No,
the, the subject matter.
yeah, we are Man United.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think the possibility is there of a year and a possible extension would work.
Kane.
Because look, it would work for him.
I'd be
And
old by then,
it'll be a
bro.
business decision. Though.
I'd be old by then.
But-
He'll probably be using a cane.
You deserve
That's
it.
a good one.
Wow. Wow.
Hit him.
Must I hit him with a...
Hit him with one. Hit him with
Yeah?
one. Yeah, go.
I don't know if I'm able.
I will see you with the
I'm
biblical
sorry.
puns.
I thought it was a disability.
No, guys.
But then wouldn't it be a cool move?
That guy's hairy on his Okay, sorry.
Wouldn't it be a nice move to go back to Tottenham now with Thomas Frank there? To
Not
finish your career,
Nah.
you're
Finish
going
off
back
his
to
song.
Thomas Frank.
He won't win nothing,
They
brother.
could get rid of Son.
He wants a
If
Premier
Yeah,
League.
Son
golden player.
was still there,
Yeah.
if Son was still there, I know those two's pairing would be proper leadership. But he's gonna come there and feel like an old man. Those boys are running.
Yeah, maybe you need that.
Yo, us
do
Benni
what?
McCarthy.
Why are we bringing
Who won
When
the
he gets to
treble? Who
Wembley.
won the treble
Donna,
for Pirates?
Donna.
That's an old man.
Wait,
Donna, when
when
he
he
get-
got there, the first 3 games, you'd see everyone, I'm going to saw that Marapeni. Grootman la marapeni. Imkhaba uhamba ngaphandle.
Angayi Anton. I think for me, even if like, he would get to Wembley and that's like so. Bazo access Kaya la.
Wow. Yo.
Hey, mara chance kanto
Sol is gonna come here.
No.
Ngaba khona usaphamsi.
Sol is gonna come here.
Ngaba khona usaphamsi ibuka. I see what you did there.
I see what you did there. Now I'm for it.
Yeah, he's gonna come here.
Yeah,
wait. When he gets to set izinto zizophenduka.
Yeah, I'm thinking sure.
Yeah.
Mara, the thing is, I wanted to find out about your team, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of challenges that are happening online, and all of us love social media. We know about the guy who said he's on 300 and something odd days now of not cutting his hair until Man United win 5 games in a row.
Sure.
There's another guy, Indian guy, who started this challenge now.
He said what?
He said, I'm not cutting my hair until Man United win 5 games in a row.
Oh.
It's been 400 days. By the way, just
Have
letting
they
you know.
won 2 in a row in that time?
No, it's
3. We had a 3.
Oh my God.
Look at the bar, it's so low, right?
Such great days.
It's not about
Back in the day.
details.
Okay, fair.
It's okay to put details.
Right.
If it's Cherako yimbi. Send him.
I mean, Musha Gu and it.
Hey, but the beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
So now there's this Indian guy.
Beer holder.
Yeah. So now there's this Indian guy who's jumped on a challenge because clearly it seems like to be a fun thing. He says, I'm not cutting my hair until Benjamin Sesko scores a goal.
That's not going to be long.
And this is your signing. Mbuemo at least is in. Missed penalties, Bruno. In fact, there's a lot been going on in Man United, dog. Like,
You know when I watched the
Grimsey
game?
dealt with you. Now Grimsey might be knocked off the Carabao. You might go back to the Carabao.
Hey,
Everything with you is mathematics.
Listen,
Ten Hag just got fired. And you guys said Ten Hag was the problem.
but he was the problem. That's why he was fired again. Oh,
That's
proof.
why.
It's
That's
3
why.
games
That's
in.
proof.
The team that he came into by Leverkusen was a team that got dismantled. I mean, we took 2 from the same club.
Let me
We took
tell you
Frimpong,
about
we took
Germans.
Wits. He needed to build. He needed a chance to build.
Germans.
The coach is gone.
Germans deal with systems. They don't deal with emotions. If the system you are playing, just in 3 games, no, loads of sloop.
Maybe his problem he gives players hugs. There's.
Wow.
But my chat says, you're cooking today.
You guys are good.
What's going on with Man United? Dude, like I don't understand what's going on there.
I think the simple thing I'll tell you about Man United is that the coach currently is sitting at the edge of the seat because he might be fired. And not because of his team not doing well, but I think the players don't trust him. Because, I mean, we come from losing. We're 2-0 down. Yeah, they're 2-0 down. Don't have position pianga phone.
Anytime we are faster.
I'm like, yazi mina ngifuna uNkulunkulu angigeze umzi. Yo, yathi menu. What's your 1? What's your 2? Hayi, bese sithi 2 ngiyathi to no man. But that comeback to get us to go to penalties
Harry Maguire.
tells you
Imagine.
again, Uguti, the possibilities are there. I just don't think the players trust the coach.
So if you're in charge of Man United, you're taking over.
I wouldn't take
What are
over,
your
but
first? What are your first 3
Sesko
moves?
starts.
Onana kahambe.
No, anyway in the club.
Yabo Onana is probably Lomtana Oloyiwe, Bamloye, Barazanga Bachampise.
Yeah.
You know, like when
He's
they
African,
bewitched
so I
you
wouldn't put it past him.
and they don't want you to see. There's no way Onana could not save a single, even attempt to put a hand on any of those penalties. Even worse, the goal that came off his foot to go in. It's like Jalwe Tenelang Pagat.
Yeah.
Like every time the ball comes out, it's inside, it's a goal.
Yeah.
And for me, that is horrible at the level. And when we heard that Martinez might be coming, I was excited. But I was like, because Martinez was the guy for Argentina. He was the guy at the World Cup. He was the guy the year before when they played Confed. And the only problem is that, how is he without a contract? You can't say age, but goalkeepers have age. They can go to, they have a lifespan.
I mean, look at Buffon.
Yeah.
You know, they can go to 37, 38, 39. The problem is, again, management issue. Why bangatatang? But that's a lentwanale. Mina nje angifuna ukubiza ngegama mara ibangikwatisa.
Yeah.
So from where they finished last season, where do you see them finishing the season? Max said here, and he spoke a lot of rice here. He was saying, hey, Man United to win the Premier League.
But also,
And I
Jose
said,
Mourinho's
I
out of
don't
a
wanna
job.
get
You
fired.
guys can get him back.
Oh,
The problem is, Jose, if he comes to Man U,
Jose's out.
we're going to have a problem where he's going to say his players are not good enough.
He's gonna tell the truth again. He's gonna tell the truth again.
I don't want to lie. I want to talk the truth. The truth is important.
You guys will get in your feelings and get rid
And
of
then you will
it.
tell me you must go again.
Hey, kuningi okwenzakalayo. So before we bring back local, give me your Premier League predictions. Who do you think wins the Premier League this season? Realistically, give me your top four.
I mean, favorites are Chelsea at the moment, based on how they played at the Club World Cup. So I would say my top four teams again this season would definitely be Chelsea, Liverpool, City. I'll give City because they do have that, but
Tottenham.
I would not want to say Man U, Tottenham.
Tottenham will win Champions League before Arsenal. Put this on the trailer. Tottenham Hotspur will win the Champions League before Arsenal Football Club. I mean, Connor FC.
They won their first trophy like now.
I said what I said.
They're gonna go to UEFA.
I said what I said.
What song?
Sorry to disturb you.
What backline?
Why are you being emotional, Chief?
I just don't like the Gunners. Like they talk as if they've achieved shit. They didn't achieve nothing, bro.
We haven't said anything the whole show.
Please.
He's just shooting.
Bro, okay, speak real. Who's the most hated fan base in the Premier League? Let's be honest.
Man United.
Hated.
Yes, fan base.
Hated by like everyone is talking shit about them.
Man United.
Guys, the Arsenal is isukele nini? Angazosiphaphela nina.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yes.
Arsenal plays boring football. Like they don't even. Kateta has. We see Arsenal, dog. They're not exciting to watch.
How
So
long has he
when
been a
I
coach?
said he must go,
How long has he been a coach at Arsenal?
Since he
5
played.
5 years.
Since he played
So
football.
5 years, lo muntu akatoshwa.
No, actually 6
No, so six would be.
this is 6 years.
So
Five
we
and a half.
can't be the most hated only because
You got shit to back it up.
no. It's just that we
have legacy to
Tina
back it
says long English Premiership says long. So we're able to talk and banter, and that's why they hate us. But the football itself, Man
Every
U.
single season for them, they've been talking crap. We're winning it. This is our season. Saka, Wonder Boy, Golden Boot.
You said to me,
him.
Arteta mustn't go.
I just said,
You said it.
why won't Tatisa?
Hey, because it's going on.
You're cooking stories.
It's going on, and I'm like, I'll be nanga.
But he's playing boring football. Like Arsenal has been the most boring team to watch because, like, the attackers don't know how to take on a player hit from outside unless Rice is there with the free kick.
But it gets them to second. Arsenal might not be able to attack, but you know for a fact that when
you
a
enjoy
corner,
watching Arsenal,
I love watching the set pieces.
and you're actually losing your money.
all
Your betway money lost because of Arsenal.
Because I was hate watching.
No, he
you
bets
guys.
corners.
But
Over three.
I'm just saying. But like Arsenal is, we can't act like Arsenal is not a good team. Let's not act like it's
bro.
not.
For them to be in the top four for 5 seasons in a row,
Exactly.
must tell you something.
Exactly.
They go for their dream Champions League wish.
Yep.
It's just that it's just a dream at times. But I mean, it's they're always
Guys,
they're always almost there.
Arsenal
I take
is
that.
safe. It's safe.
Yeah, it's a safety.
Arteta doesn't want to take risks, and the more he's been at Arsenal,
So a Champions League is a risk.
Why
No,
corners?
no.
But why corners though?
he's what I'm saying is he's gone from beautiful football, touches whatever, and he's gone into a place that feels safe and controlled. A
Corner
set piece
code.
is controlled.
Yeah.
The players must be controlled. They mustn't do. Sometimes you need a risk. Sometimes you, even in the transfer window, we sign random white guys.
Who's your
Look
riskiest
at all of
player
those.
that you can believe can give you that little tsa?
The riskiest player.
Yeah, in a good way.
Right now,
Yeah.
if you let Eze cook, he could make something happen. But before that, we didn't have somebody who we could just let go. And those guys don't want to be let go because Arteta is controlling everything. So that's why Kere, he's risk averse. He doesn't want to spend 125 million on Isak. He'd rather spend 105 million on Rice.
So you're saying
You
there's
know
no
to make a girl fall in love with you.
Yo, okay.
Yeah, when I'm also couching, put in an Arsenal. I mean, put in a corner. Sorry.
So much hate. The jokes aren't even coming out right.
I mean, there was a
Hey, give
delivery.
her confidence. in fact.
There was a delivery. I meant to say corner, but I was like,
He
let me
doesn't
say
look.
Arsenal before corner.
Ah, boy, you must look if it went in.
Kyoko Rez is here.
I mean, look.
Okay, let's go. We can't have this brew here without talking about local football, right? So let's catch a plane quickly
Sure.
and land in Kenya before we come home, right?
Absolutely.
So Benny has been voted coach of the month
A goat.
in Kenya for August.
Wait, how does that work? Oh, how does that work?
I know they play
Is
big
it
games.
club and country
It's a
and
coach
all
of the month.
together? Is the under 17 coach considered? Like, is it just every coach?
Is he competing with the under 12?
Is it every coach in Kenya?
Wait, what is the chairman's award?
Listen, I think let's quickly talk about his work in with the Kenya national team. We're looking at World Cup qualifiers. We're looking at AFCON. One of the things Benni McCarthy has done for African football is show you that Abo Pizzo, who have not reached the level of coaching a national team outside of South Africa, even though he hasn't coached with us substantially. I say to you, Benni McCarthy Bafetu is living the actual coach's dream. His success rate in South Africa to give Cape Town City a trophy was a dream.
Amazulu
to get to top 2, actually to fight top 2, top 1, top 4, and just after he leaves, everything goes back to the
bottom of the table.
To the bottom of the table. And to add to top of that is that how he's taken his fellow football players that he played with colleagues like a Monique Josephs and move with them.
Coach Vasilis went with him from Cape Town.
Exactly. I think also you look at Dane Clates. Dane Clates is getting into coaching when you were still playing with Benni, then for Benni, and then now coming together like that. It must tell you that he's truly leading alongside the Pito Musimanes in great strides.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this? We've often said that some of our coaches don't want to go outside. We didn't want him to go to Kenya, for example. We nyatsed the Kenya thing.
Right.
But now we're seeing Yeyes now in Botswana. You're seeing the Fadlus. You're seeing everybody moving because I think we were so closed off in South Africa.
We're afraid.
And there's like 7 jobs really in South Africa or not even 7, maybe 3 or 4 really great jobs for a coach of that caliber, if we're being honest. So to see him go out, but to see him celebrated, I think that's the biggest thing because we don't celebrate our own.
Yeah, that's very true.
We don't celebrate.
Especially when they
never
leave.
got an award. Coach Pizzo still, we don't speak about him in high regard. The fact that the president was
but
like,
we
come
do.
through.
Pizzo does.
No, but
he
I
even
mean,
got an honorary doctorate from the University of
but I mean,
Johannesburg.
like as a country, Pella, the president called him for doing well in Chan. He didn't even win the Chan, and he was like, come through. Bro.
Wait, who's, in your opinion, who has been the best Bafana coach?
The best.
And we're talking results, but also we're talking lineage of whatever he touched turned into goal.
That's Hugo.
Clive?
And you've always said
Clive. No, it's Clive.
Clive, maybe?
It's Hugo. It was tough to go back.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go back that far, but
I'm going to say Hugo right now.
I mean, it took a very, very bad Bafana squad. I mean, there was a point where...
So who's your person? Clive Barker.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hugo as well.
I say Hugo.
Say Hugo. I mean, he's done well. I won't lie.
Bruce came and said, listen, angincengi. Futhi mina ngakhe playing hambe manje.
Yeah.
In his first 3 presses, all he said was, angincengi, mara lo, he's not a good player, une attitude. Adams won't drop alive. Like he didn't have favorites because the local coaches could not influence him. Don't forget, all the coaches that become head coaches for the national team have a machita that must span in up. So if Ubab Zondo, El Cabo Zondo, if you know him, Cabo Zondo was the former Bafana, also assistant coach at the time. And he at the time, he had a tenature. And he was the type of coach that knew Uti is as a force in Twana, as a KZN. He was very well equipped with the local coaches. So Amachito can give him a call. They were all part of it. But when you get an international coach like we have now, no, doesn't work.
We don't care.
But to be fair, were local coaches given the same amount of control, the same amount of time, the same amount of backing? Because I remember Pizzo complaining that other coaches are getting on planes to go talk to players and bring them back. You know what I mean? Or make them come play for the team. I'm not allowed to do that. Or I'm not given the same respect. I mean, I think that's why I'm mentioning this thing about Benni, because as great as Benni was here, we weren't talking about him.
And now we are.
Now you remember we're speaking about Benni coming in.
Do you know what the Bible says? The Bible speaks about you not being celebrated where you're from, but more celebrated in the outer world. And that's our reality. Amapiano tina swanyatsile, the first phase of it in music, and we saw it now in the world. We are now the kings, but we had oversight.
Yeah, we were just like, we're tired of
So it's the same thing in football.
No, I hear you,
so
but
there's a discrimination.
I'd love our football to grow because of that. So the fact that Benni's in Kenya, he could have been coaching, I don't know, it's Kukuni, let's say. I'm just using a name. You know, Abo Fadlu's doing an incredible job where he is. Nobody's saying Fadlu.
Yeah.
Because then we could keep them all in, but we have a tendency of our own coach. Coach Mandla Ncikazi
Yeah.
went to a confed final. And the moment he took over Paris for 3 games, at the end of everything that happened, everyone was like, he doesn't know anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, he should.
It's people like you.
You see, but he went to a confed final.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You see, prime example.
So are you saying that as...
And yes, by the way, he does know what he's doing.
Let him know.
So against Lesotho, Umukwena's him possibly not playing.
Yeah.
Could that affect our win and our World Cup situation?
I think firstly, Lesotho is quite arrogant to come out with that, with a ruling that never sat in court.
Okay.
I think it needs to start there. They made a claim. They had a timeline to submit. I think it was within 72 hours of the whistle going. You have the opportunity to go make a claim. And if you have not lodged that claim the 72 hours post the final whistle, then that claim is only a cry, but it will never have a direct impact because you did not submit in time. That's one. Number two, then they come back and they will ask, did you submit? They did not disclose.
So they didn't submit.
They did not disclose.
It's like when I ask you, you're like,
Now it feels like it was a favor.
No, but
think there was an envelope?
because
No, it feels like it was a favor. Like it felt like Lesotho was going, no, we've helped you out.
Don't dare bring
But
that
if
point.
you bring him for this game, well, technically, Tebza didn't serve the. I guess the argument
He
is
was
that
not given the ban. For him to serve it, he had to be officially given the ban. To say, you need to serve a 1-game ban, which will be, your ban date will be against Lesotho, don't play. And we played him. That's where the infringements then will come out to say, South Africa...
But I guess the question becomes, if he broke the rules then, has he served the ban? Yeah, has he served
Was he served the ban? That's the only question.
Yeah,
so we're on specifics.
He was.
Specifics here.
Was he served to say he needs to say a
Not
certain
on WhatsApp
game?
status, officially.
Officially.
No, that's why there's this thing.
documents. Oh, yes,
if
yes,
Lesotho
yes.
had lodged it, it would
No,
have
but
gone
wait, we're going in
through.
circle, Chance. I'm saying before the Lesotho game,
Yes.
was he banned for 1 game?
Yes.
Yes.
And are they saying he did not sit out a game?
Yeah, they're
Before
saying he
then.
wasn't. It's like a
Allegedly.
red card. If I'm red carded this game, I can't play the
Then
next one.
why would they have not lodged it, guys, if it was that straightforward?
That's why Kere, but I think the problem is there was somebody who mentioned that I don't think due process was followed by CAF in notifying of suspension lists and stuff like that.
To us.
So now the question would go to CAF, allegedly. The question would now go to CAF to say, I'm Maranani, I'm a system when what happened.
If they were behind,
But
it's not our
what
fault.
I'm saying is that if him playing last time was an issue because he was supposed to serve a suspension. If he comes in this game, that game is now nullified. That he broke a rule. Then is the suspension still active?
But
So I
I think
think
we should be
it's
able
just
to win
a
against
big goal.
Lesotho without Mukwena.
That's
Honestly,
not the problem.
but I'm
I
saying we
think
should be.
it's the logistics of the whole conversation around
No,
it.
you know,
'Cause
that's
now
not the
it's
problem.
like-
Will he be back for Nigeria?
Guys, that's not the problem. It's the problem is that the people are complaining are sitting here in Randburg, but they're saying they're talking for Lesotho. But people in Lesotho,
Lesotho did us a favor, guys.
Maratems are almost so why I can't things. Marabanu direct chance. I'm like, my face.
No, but I get Lesotho. I'm looking at it from the point of we did you a favor.
They must go to Lesotho
Ningam
and sit
fag.
there and complain from
Ningam
Lesotho.
fag.
They can't bring political.
We did. We could have argued because Nigeria was. Remember, Nigeria was the one who was pushing.
Yeah.
Nigeria
Yes,
was
'cause
trying
they're
to tell
gonna benefit, yeah.
They were trying to tell Lesotho to go in Hlogoloza, and Lesotho was like, we're not doing that to Abu Maki.
no.
So Maki, I helped you.
What do
Don't
you
come
mean?
to my house.
Give us stand. Give us stand.
Let us not involve political agendas in
When I
football.
touch, don't think I'm gonna let
Let's
you.
put
I'm
it
gonna let you.
separate.
I'm gonna let you go.
Why?
I'm trying to hide behind Bafana. People must stand. Oh, in your how many games have you played this season?
What? Chiefs.
5.
How many have you won?
All of them 4?
No, it's 3.
4. They haven't lost.
Never
We can
lost.
say we can say they
Clean
haven't
sheets,
lost.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we going with this?
I'm gonna tell you. So now I'm confused. With the, are you guys gonna be able to cope with the intensity of the league? Because 5 games, 18 yellow cards. It's called some Pikachu cards like what
I also want to say
How many
publicly,
goals conceded?
18 yellow cards.
How many points is that?
I'm
You guys
talking
like
about
doing
how
stats.
many
You are
losses?
talking
man?
about
How many
different
losses?
things.
But he asked you a direct
He asked you a
question.
direct question.
Direct question. So,
It's a direct question.
Guys,
Don't talk about losses and
How are
wins.
you as a team right now thinking that you're going to be able to maintain this winning streak that you have? When is there a disciplinary issue in your squad?
Mara say maintain.
no, 18 yellow cards.
Mara, we just arrived,
Mara
George.
18.
George, you
Bro,
understand?
80 Chiefs.
Who are the 80? Wait,
We're
who are the
talking
18?
4 yellow cards a game.
18
Four,
yellow
four yellow
cards, bro.
cards. Okay, come on, guys.
It's a lot of cards.
How
bro.
many do you
No.
get as Pirates? How
Pero
many have you had
once you
Pirates?
get another yellow card suspension, people are not going to be able to play.
We want you to answer the question without
Yeah.
emotions.
Yes.
Are you going to be able to sustain the durability that you think you have?
What
Tell
am-
the durability. Yes.
Yes. No, I think we will. And I look at it from the point of view of up to this point, we haven't lost the really important guys. Miguel was a huge problem last year, yellow cards. Let me tell you.
Is it a tactic?
Miguel was the guy
Yusuf?
who we used to go. Yusuf is gone.
Yeah.
So the guys who are getting yellow cards, I'm glad that Kibo Duba and those type of players that we can look at. But up to this point, guys, come on. Give us the
Okay,
credit.
is it your tactic to be aggressive in the field?
I think, George, you're not listening to what they're saying here.
No, he's
They're not
answered
saying-
He's answered me partially, but
Yes.
is it your tactic?
No, it's not a
be
tactic.
aggressive.
No, it's not a tactic. But
Uthembeni, do you have a bench that you believe
or,
in?
yeah, I get it. That's what I'm telling
I
you.
am waiting for my 10.
I'm literally saying to guys, I'm literally saying to you right now that there's an Mteto, there's a Kele, there's a Ndlovu, right?
Do you have depth?
We've got a Chislet. We've got on the right hand side. Gwinika can play on the right. He came in right now. We just got an Aiden McCarthy injury. Aiden
You know
McCarthy
he's going
will
to
come
Africa,
back.
ne?
Whoa, Dotley. Yeah, that's later. Dotley's coming back. There's a lot of players that are coming back. There's players that haven't touched the ball at Chiefs right now. We still have Shinga on the side. That's why I need to, if you're asking me about depth,
You know what you sound
I
like?
think we are fine.
The South African Constitution, where it says it works for everyone except when it needs to work.
Hey.
I'll speak with depth. One thing that Chiefs is not reading.
Yeah.
The game you played against Sundowns, high impact, great energy. I'm not going to lie to you. Here's the difference. It's those niggly injuries that affect other players in the league, which I want to call out, is that Duba has people under him that is actually affecting his career. I mean, mind you, Ukesh was last season.
Yeah.
I'm a player Dalagab, right? Which I think is not great football as a career overall. But tactically, you guys will not keep up the tempo with the amount of games you're going to play this season.
But why are
compared to
you
last year.
saying that?
Because
of the amount of yellow cards you're
I'm
getting.
saying that.
Anichwela.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that we watched Sirino come off the bench.
And what has he done?
We are unbeaten, guys. Like, what do you
What
want
has
from
he-
Chiefs?
You
not
said
the
we watched
collective.
Listen
Sirino
to what I'm
come
saying.
off the
You
bench.
said depth. I'm saying I had a Sirino come off the bench and we won the game. So when you ask me about depth, I say, okay, Sirino was able to come in from 2. That's depth. I look at the midfield. I
That's
just
not
said,
depth, that's a
where-
substitution.
But it's what is
you
depth
see
for?
now. But
What
you
is
see
depth
now.
for?
Now you're
What
pushing
is
it
depth
now.
for?
Is that pound for pound?
Now you're
What
pushing
is
it.
You and
depth
Sirino same level.
If it's enough
No,
to
you see,
weigh,
you're
if
shifting.
it can fill the cup just enough for you to drink it, then it's perfectly fine.
No, but you're shifting.
but
No,
it's
check.
just
But you're
shifting.
shifting.
Now we're
No,
pushing it
we're
now.
shifting. That's why I'm saying, Guti. For me, my worry is it is depth.
There's a level
Let
of
me
depth that
explain.
comes
Let me
with the
explain. Let me
Jets.
explain. Last year, coming off of the bench was Ukhateb.
For who?
No, I'm saying on my bench, I had to call on Khateb. When I lost my left back, I had to bring on who? Uditlokwe had to move from the center back to the left.
But that's
Now-
why you finished number 9.
And that's why I'm saying that today. But this exactly.
ho.
But wait, exactly my point.
That means you don't have depth.
yeah, but now listen to what I said. Last year we had that. Now
You're lucky we're only playing you next year.
Now,
You're only lucky we're only
now
playing you
I've
next
got
year.
I've got Cross Marco and Shinga, for example. Now when I'm looking at the bench, I'm not asking Frostler to come in and play a position he doesn't know.
Yeah.
That's depth.
Wait, so-
And what I'm saying is most of your teams play the same players
Yeah.
the whole season long. You only make small subs here and there, Angishu.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it's fine. All I'm saying for me now is, at least now I look at the Chiefs bench and I go, oh wow, Chislet still has to play. That means there's Chislet, Sirino, Shabalala.
Makelwane.
When I look on the left-hand side, I now see a Modi that can play with a Claudie Lepo, and then we still have, who's the colored boy? Dupree's on the bench. We still, now, Peg, we just lost Aiden McCarthy. Quinica came in and kept a clean sheet. I'm like, guys,
Lalela,
what we're doing up
Makhelwane.
to this point is different.
Do you know what the thing I like about your enthusiasm is fantastic. Keep going, right?
Yeah.
But what I really want to say as your neighbor, when you start playing again in Africa, you look back into what Stellenbosch has done. Stellenbosch has made a great example of how their depth is not stars. It's young engines that are able to play, right? You have better. This is probably your better season of buying players.
Being stars.
So all I'm trying to say to you, in my honest opinion, don't let the excitement get to your head.
But the last time
6 seconds.
Chiefs got to a Champions League final, we were in a transfer ban year without players. So now I'm asking, that depth that you're speaking about, is it that important? Because we've watched your guys' teams, when death comes, what do they say?
I have a question.
Fatigue.
I have a question for you.
They say fatigue,
Yeah.
they say what?
Yeah.
Because you are playing the same guys. So
now-
Abon Fukeng play all of those games. So
Well-trained players, Well-trained.
To how we got to
we
this
were playing with the
Professional
DDC team.
footballers.
George,
We
how
were
you
playing with
gonna-
the DDC team and got to a Champions League final.
How are you going to maintain this level?
Champions League final.
If majority of your players are suspended, your key players, dog, your starting 11
well,
is the key.
technically that
I
hasn't
just answered
happened
it.
yet.
Yeah.
The problem with working on a legend.
It
hasn't happened.
I'm just saying, I hope your fans don't ask you to go deeper.
Pause.
Yo, yeah, big pause.
Pause.
No, but guys,
ungabuyele
you
emuva
just asked me.
njengo
You
Jose.
just asked me, am I afraid? I said last season I was afraid because I couldn't call on other people.
Yeah.
Now I feel a little bit better that I can call on other people.
I
So you're
agree.
saying
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying the whole
also,
time.
are you saying that you
Each to
you
their
can
own.
afford to get as many yellow cards and suspensions as
Suspensions.
possible because you believed in the depth of your team? Now, with that being said, are you not going to be creating a culture whereby obviously the depth are going to look at the main players?
Yeah.
They keep getting these
Sakapa.
mistakes.
Yeah,
Do you
Sakapa.
not think you're creating a toxic environment
If it
for
does,
your club
and
that
don't
will be
forget
at your
if
downfall?
If it
And
does,
also injuring about really
Whoa. If
injuring
it-
players
if
who are
it
playing
does-
Who
great.
cares about him?
Wait.
Hey,
If it does what we have not done before,
yes.
I'm happy.
Okay.
Because a healthy what that you guys are talking about, the yellow cards what has ended us 9th, has ended us 6th, has ended us number 7. I can't be looking at that and saying that is a better example of what I want to see in the future.
Are you happy? Are you happy with the yellow cards? Yes or no?
If we're getting yellow cards and we're winning, my brother, I don't care.
That's crazy.
I don't care.
Anyway, in 1 minute.
That's called risky football, eh?
Guys, if the risk takes me out of number 9, do you think I care?
You are risking people's
I was not.
I hope you
I
don't
was
have-
not risking, and I was number 9.
I
Why
hope
would
it-
I not risk?
I hope
Why
you
would
don't
I be
have-
scared?
I hope we don't have a Betway account because when bazokudla mfana, yo, that's
Guys,
tactic.
Nina ngabe ngidliwe manje nithi Chiefs izoshaywa every week. Iphethwe yenu nani?
Very
Ngabe
early.
itsalayo.
Very easy.
Speaking of Betway.
Hey, kuningi kuyanyiwa. Damn it, guys, time. We've been here for over an hour.
True.
Yes.
Quick one. Speaking of Betway, this man is dressed very lovely.
Yes.
You know, he's got that drip on.
I see it, I
So
see
you see what
Thank
Betway
you,
is
bro.
doing now?
Yeah.
Is that if you go to any PSL game, any Betway game, and you're the best dressed, you stand a chance of winning 20,000.
I saw what you did there.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw what
I'm
you
just
did
saying.
there.
I'm just
He's
saying.
saying you might win.
You might win
Go
right
to the
now.
stadium
I
dressed
saw
like
what you
this.
did there.
Dressed like this, you might go there.
It's a through ball.
Yes, so they'll be looking out for you guys. So just go. You don't have to sign in on anything. Don't make a bet anyway.
If you have actually, and no, it's not in my script, but if you actually, it's 10,000 for you being best dressed. But if you actually have the app and you have an
extra
account,
10.
it's an extra 10. That makes it
That makes it
20,000.
20.
And we told her right then and there. On the spot.
They just see you in the cameras doing your
Hey,
thing.
that's a problem. Mashoni that's nanglo.
Ugqoke kahle. On site like uBenton League siyambona. Abuti.
Yo.
We've had the time of our lives. I love the energy you brought to the show. I'm sure our viewers enjoyed the same, share the same sentiment as well. Do you have any last words in 60 seconds? Tell the people what you're busy with, where they can catch you.
To me, it's simple. Escotini is where home is, but in the world of football, all I say is that Orlando Pirates yet again to take the league this season. To all the other teams,
Yet
I hope you
again.
enjoy holding
again.
the cup. It's a winner. When I win as well.
Again in 12 years.
Relax.
We have won before you. The latest one is ours. Ungipha njani ungayibonanga 3 years?
Bank guy one.
ngimnika icup nyana lo singakhohliwe.
Sinishayile nalapha. Sinishaya no-2.
Hey, George. Hey. Fine, we hear you. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's been onside the pen. Salute with your boy PD Jokes. Gents, Melody out here in the building. Sibonge. Thank you to George. Thank you to Desley. Stay onside, never offside. Kanjani, bro. Tango means thank you. Cyril means curfew.
Finally, we check out the newest, freshest footballing show. But it's not just about football, it's also about the banter. It's on a league of its own. Onside the banter league. It's the banter league.
Emhlabeni kaJehova subscribe nina futhi nibabi if ubhekele channel for 10 minutes longer na subscribe umubi dog. That's why bakuchithela ngoba awuna commitment, unama commitment issues. Subscribe lapho ngeke sizwe ngawo.